Is this thing on?
Yeah, I hear you. Mike's good.
Okay, we rolling.
Oh, we rolling. Hey, sis.
I'm Mare,
I'm Roxy.
and you're tuning into Caffeinated and Clueless.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So today we are on episode
11. Can you believe that? Okay. But today's episode, we're going to be talking about nature versus nurture. What did I inherit?
Personality versus what's programming.
Ooh.
So like different. Two different
Yeah,
things.
so
right?
different. And I have honestly analyzed this, especially becoming a mom with my kids, because my kids have two very different personalities, and I'm always trying to pinpoint what traits did they get
Where'd
from
they get that
me,
from?
what trait
Yeah.
did they get from Caesar, or is this just who
Them.
they are? Yeah, is
Yeah.
this them or is this
Yeah.
us? You know what I mean?
Yeah. A little bit of both, or
Yeah.
it's so interesting to see because every kid is different. You can have so many kids and they're all going to be all equally different. And it's interesting to see. I love seeing that too. Every time they get their attitude or their goofiness or their spunkiness, it's okay, that was me. Okay, no, that was your dad.
Yeah.
But also we are trying to, at the same time, based on our personalities and their personalities, trying to not just based on our personalities, but trying to program them to be a certain way as well, right? So this is where they become their own people too, right? Because I have a little bit of something and then Chris has a little bit of something, and then we're like, okay, maybe that works, maybe it doesn't work. Maybe we want to implement this with the kids. And then we let them know, okay, this is how we want you to handle situations, but they have their own little twerks to it. And it's okay, if that works for you, then that's fine. And then it becomes their way,
Yeah.
but with a little bit of me and a little bit of Chris,
Yeah. This topic is so deep for me because I feel since I've become a mom, it's the story of my life or the story of my motherhood journey is I'm constantly trying to unprogram myself, literally unattach the wires and plug in new ones. Because I don't like the way I was programmed. And I have spoken to Caesar kind of deeply about this, and it's so hard to differentiate what is programmed and what is straight up personality, what is your authentic self. Who am I and what parts of me are my dad and which parts of me are my mom, and who am I underneath it all. And personally, I have a lot of deprogramming to do, really hard wiring, defaults that I have. And then seeing that in my kids, I feel that Luna is I birthed myself, but I feel I was conditioned and programmed. The programming was okay, Microsoft, Microsoft, the next one. With Luna, she came out and she was her own motherfucking person. And it was an adult version me inside a baby. It's so weird to explain, and I didn't see it at first when she was a baby, because she was a baby.
Of course.
And she was my first baby, so I didn't have anything or anyone to compare her specific personality to. But as she now she's gonna be 6, and I'm holy shit, she's been the same person since she came out of the womb. Her look, her reactions, her gestures and body language. And then this is why I was telling Caesar, what did she get from me and what did she get from you? Because I personally feel she's a lot like me. And I'm damn, like, is that like is that like a DNA thing? Is that like a gene thing? Or is that like a learned behavior thing? And that's why I've been constantly trying to deprogram myself, because there's a lot of parts of me that I love, but there's also parts of me that
You're working on.
am working on. Thank you. That I'm trying to make improvements. And it's like hard.
Yeah, of course it is. Especially if like it's all you knew up until having kids.
Yeah.
Because you really never had to deal with it. Like,
Yeah.
you
It's like you could have just brushed it off.
Yeah,
Or said like,
exactly.
fuck you. If you don't like me, then
Yeah.
fuck off, kind of thing.
And honestly, even you could even have said that like after becoming a mom, but the fact that you are so like, I want to figure this out, you know, I want to figure out the deep core about like deprogramming yourself from things that you think that were not good for you, that didn't really serve you, so you obviously don't want that for your kid. So that's like already goes to show like you want so much more and better for your kids, which is like amazing. And she's still so young right now, so she obviously doesn't see that, but like you guiding her along the way, like it'll resort to that. I believe that.
I mean, I do feel like I'm doing a better job than my parents did. But the older that she gets, the harder it is almost to like deal with, because I don't know, she's just so super stubborn, which I'm like stubborn to the core. And yeah, she's just like, she's so sassy. And like when I look back at videos, even when she was like 1.5 years old, she's the same. She's the same, just small and cute, cute and sassy. Like I always say that, like cute and sassy, sweet and sassy. And like now she's like getting bigger, and I'm like, damn, like she has gotten a lot better. But yeah, I'm just like, damn, I see a lot of me in her. And it just, sometimes I am scared that at the end of the day, I am potentially going to fuck up my kid. And then I was telling Caesar too, I'm scared that like I already fucked up my kid by like having a kid, because it's like in her DNA. Like it's literally fucking in her DNA. Like she came out like a firstborn fucking Rivera. Like literally, you know?
Yeah.
And which is like a thing in my family, like that I've totally am trying to demolish, is like the firstborn, the secondborn. So I'm really trying hard not to even like like
Have that title kind of thing.
have a title. We don't even say like, oh, this is my firstborn. Oh, well, she's the firstborn. Like sometimes my dad will like say that, oh yeah, well, she's the firstborn. And I'll be like, we don't say that.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Like,
That's not even like a thing or a topic that doesn't exist in this house.
Yeah.
Like, but then I also think like, maybe this is a whole different topic that we could talk about, because there is like actually, like scientifically or psychologically, the difference between the firstborn, the secondborn, the thirdborn, like the middle child syndrome or whatever they say, right? And it kind of does exist, and I'm almost starting to feel like to a certain extent, there's no way of getting around it.
I know.
Because it is just it's circumstantial.
Yeah.
Like you were the firstborn, and you did have our undivided attention for 3 solid years.
Yeah, like that's just facts. Like that's just what it is.
And then it affected you, and it embedded in you.
Yeah.
And then the secondborn came, and it was different because they didn't get 100% of us. They didn't get all the attention.
But it's also like they never knew what all the attention was.
That's
because
true.
They came into this world already knowing like, okay, whenever mom is free, she goes with the firstborn.
Yes.
Right?
But as they get older and you have that, the firstborn, the first grandchild, like, and you are the secondborn, and like you feel that.
Yeah.
So those are like things that I don't want to have programmed in my family. But then I see Luna and I'm like, holy fuck, she's definitely the firstborn child. And she's definitely like such a Devera.
Oh.
Like she's not like Caesar very much. I do see certain traits, but honestly, she's like all fucking me. And it's kind of annoying because I'm like dealing with myself. And I'm like dealing with myself and I'm already trying to deal with myself. Like,
but you're dealing with like your younger self.
yes, but I was not like that when I was like young. I was like that when I was like 9, 10, 11, 12, going into like teenage, preteens. Like I was like forming into like that person.
Oh man.
But she like came out of the womb like, boom, here you go, Maravik.
Yeah.
Enjoy your little mini you know? So it's crazy though how like traits do present themselves. Like I feel like Liam is more like Caesar. Like I see both of us, but he's definitely more like Caesar. Like they're just so different from each other.
Yeah.
But do you see any traits that mirror like your parents?
I want to say for the most part, I have most of my traits from my mom, which I'm thankful for. I think obviously I have my.
You're so lucky.
My dad, I mean, the traits that I like know that I have of him are obviously when he would be angry and like very, my dad is a very OCD guy. I like my place like clean, but like I like it spick and span. But if I know like I'm gonna be with the kids or whatever, I only like it spick and span if I know I'm having people over.
Yeah.
If nobody's coming over, it doesn't have to be spick and span. I don't like it to be a complete disaster, but it doesn't have to be like super shiny or anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But my dad is super OCD. And I think if anything, when I get those triggers of cleaning, that's my dad. That's totally my dad. Because my mom is so like a hoarder. She's not like a cleaning, like she cleans, but like she's not like super, super clean either.
That's so funny.
So my
mom's a hoarder too.
Yeah.
But she's a particular hoarder. She has everything organized. Like
my mom too. She's not like messy. It's not like sloppy.
Yeah,
it's
no.
Sloppy.
My mom is like put together, but
yeah.
it's like it's definitely organized and set in a very like if you ask her to find anything, she will find it. Like she knows where everything is. Yeah, but it's so funny. I feel like our parents are very similar.
Yeah, I feel like they are actually. Because I definitely get my mom's like chill side. For sure. Even when I feel like I'm going crazy, I'm just like, my mom would totally just like put music on right now and just like dance it off. Like that's what I need to do. I need to just put music on and just dance it off.
That's cute.
And
I like that.
You know, because my mom would always say that to me. I'd call her and she'd be like, oh, like, are you okay? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm okay, Mom. She'd be like, no, like, you're not okay. Tell me, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing, Mom. Like, I don't even want to get into it. It's fine. Like, that was yesterday. I'm fine now. She'd be like, Nihita, just put music on, okay? Just take like 10 minutes, put music on.
That is such great advice.
And it's true. And honestly, every time she's with her, I'm like, oh, she's so annoying. Like, no, I don't even have time for music. I don't even want to pick a song right now. But then as soon as I'm like, oh, you know what? I got this like random like salsa song in my head and I'll be like, I'm going to put that on. And it like jazzes me up. And then I'm just like, you know what? Fuck everything else. And then like everything else just becomes lighter. Like, you know?
I feel like I have acquired, my mom is like different. She's more chill, but she's very like avoidance. She's very like, when she gets stressed out and there's a lot on her plate or she feels a lot of emotions, like a lot of like high emotions, she literally just goes inside and she retreats. Which is more civil than like lashing out because my dad is like the complete opposite. Like he has no filter. He has like, he's very unhinged. Like definitely unhinged. Definitely like no emotional regulation going on. And with my mom, it would almost seem as though she has emotional regulation because she doesn't like have any outbursts. But in fact, it's almost like she
just like
completely like just shuts down.
Yeah.
And so I literally have both of those mixed in me. And that's why I'm like, man, I really gotta like fix this shit because like I'm either like super avoidance, like I don't want to talk about it. I will like,
Or
yeah,
you'll
like,
lash out.
or I'll fucking lash the fuck out. So it's like, yeah, I either like when you see me stop talking, you're in the danger zone.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
the
yeah.
next thing that's coming is I'm going fucking like psycho.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
psycho.
Yeah.
So anyways, these are like traits that like I don't want to say that I see in my kids, but yeah, and the fact that I get overwhelmed very easily and stuff like that, like Luna gets frustrated
Mm-hmm.
very easily. And I feel like sometimes she doesn't know how to like manage that.
So how would you say show emotional regulation?
Well,
You're modeling.
yeah, well, first off, I didn't get any sort of emotional regulation modeling as a kid. Like I said, it's either my dad is lashing out or my mom is
Avoiding.
like avoiding, not speaking at all. She gives like the silent treatment. So I'm very good at both of those. I'm not very good at talking about my feelings because feelings were not spoken about. People didn't ask us, the kids, how are you feeling? Why do you feel that way? Let's talk about it. And we didn't have any coping mechanisms. It was just demonstrated, as I told you, how they would go about it. So I feel like for me, like I've worked really hard and I feel like now I have to work even harder because they're getting older and they're understanding more and they're watching more.
And they're asking questions.
Yeah.
Right? Like, but why? Like, okay, I have to be nice, but why?
Mhm.
Right? Which is okay. Like, ask the questions,
Yeah.
right? Which is okay. And that was the problem before. We weren't even allowed to ask questions.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
So it's kind
Exactly.
of nice, like when they ask questions, like, okay, totally cool, you're asking the questions, but like this is why. And I think that's where like we have to step in as parents and show them that like, you know, you are still this many years old, like you're still unaware of a lot of things. And as your parents, like we're gonna guide you and you may not understand, you may not even agree with me right now, but it is this way.
Mm-hmm.
And like we'll learn like together. Right?
Yeah. I definitely talk to my kids a lot. I explain things. I try to validate like their feelings.
Mhm.
Like I'll ask them, okay, like, how did you feel when this and this happened? And they'll say like, was feeling mad. I was feeling sad. I felt really mad when like Poppy screamed at me and and like they will explain to me. So I give them the opportunity to like say their piece and explain
Mhm.
themselves. And then I will be like, okay, I understand that. But at that time, we needed you to get ready for bed.
Mhm.
Everything else can wait. You could have brought that up later or said like, okay, mommy, I need to tell you something. Just remind me I have to tell you something later.
Mhm.
And I would be like, okay, I will
Mhm.
remind you. And then you go and do your stuff.
Mhm.
And then we would avoid this entire like ordeal.
Like you're not saying no, you're just saying not right now.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
And that's something that it's hard for them to understand though, right? They get impatient. They want to tell you right then and there. And then it's like, you also feel like, fuck, am I cutting them off? Like, you know, but it's also like, no, there is a routine
Mhm.
that we need to go about. And like, the quicker we get through this routine,
Yes.
the more we can sit down and you can tell me everything and
Yes.
more. And
Yes.
I'll even tell you something.
Yeah, and we can have a dance party.
Yeah.
We can go find treasure. Like we can do
Yeah.
all the like.
I know.
Man, I'm like, I'm feeling so many emotions right now too because it's like so frustrating and like sitting here talking about it, I'm realizing that I also need to like take a step back and like bring it back to when Luna was like young and I had a little bit more like patience and like gentle parenting because I feel like I have a teenager sometimes. So like sometimes I'm like done. I'm like, girl, I'm done. Like I can't even like talk nicely anymore. I'm just talking as, I'm not even talking like, I don't know. I am myself as a mom, but you know, you're a little bit altered as a mom because you
Yeah.
can't really like reveal like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up or I'll fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
want to say.
Yeah.
But I'm like so close sometimes. I'm just like speaking in my normal tone, which is like, I've always been told like my tone is not like nice. Yeah, that I need to fix my tone, my tonality. But yeah, it's like hard. And I'm realizing right now that I need to like really just talk normally. Caesar always says just talk like a normal person. And I'm like, but this is how I talk. Like, I don't know how else. Like, you're never going to get, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you feel that. Like, I don't talk like that. Like,
yeah.
you're expecting something. Yeah. So it's like really hard, like, to reprogram myself because I feel like sometimes I'm able to reprogram and then slowly, I just start going back into my default.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And I think like this can be this could be part of the topic too. Like with the reprogramming, every person has a default. It's like your emotional home. And my emotional home rests in anger. Like when I'm sad, I'm angry. It presents itself in anger. When I get worried, like like something so simple, like my kid will fall down. I'm not like, oh my gosh, are you okay? I get pissed. Like, I don't know why. I'm like, Liam, what did I say? No running.
Yeah.
I told you not to run. I told you not to run. Now you ran. Now like you scraped your knee. And like Luna does something and I'm like, I told you not to do that. Like, and she's like crying and I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? What? Like something happens downstairs and with Caesar and I come down and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Why is everybody crying? But it's not that like, I'm not like mad. It's just that is like my default emotion.
Mm-hmm. I would have to say I'm the same way.
Are you?
Yeah,
okay, because I'm like, holy fuck, what's wrong with me?
I would have to say I'm the same way. Actually, like listening to you, I'm just
Oh
like,
my
wait
God.
a minute.
I feel relieved.
Yeah, no, honestly, like seriously, like just listening to you, I'm just like, wait a minute, I'm totally like
You're
that
like,
too.
shit, is that my emotional home? Is that my default?
At first, I was just like, that's not my default. But as you were like explaining, I'm like, wait a minute. I think that is.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if that's what you want to call it. I don't know.
Well, because like I react, like Caesar says that I react to everything is like, what's going on?
I do too, though. I guess, yeah, you're right. Because I don't react like, oh my gosh. Actually,
are you okay? Like sometimes, but
yeah,
like,
I don't know. I think my first thing is I'll be like, are you okay?
same thing.
Angrily,
yo, are you okay? Are you good?
And then it's like, yeah, like, why did you do that? Like,
yes. It's not like from a place of like empathy or a place of like, I'm sad. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my baby's hurt. Like, I'm going to be like, holy fuck. Somebody call the like, I'm fucking amped. Like, you know what I mean? And Caesar's the one that's like, it's okay, baby. It's okay. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's fucking bleeding, bro.
Yeah.
Like, were you not watching her? Why the fuck weren't you watching her? Like, I'm supposed to watch her all the time. Like, then I start like, and he's like, he always tells me like, well, I'm like really loud right now, sorry. But then he'll start telling me like, he's like, babe, you can't act like that if she like breaks her arm. And I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna act like that and then I'm gonna fucking faint. So that's when you like really step in because if she actually broke her arm, I'm like, wow, I'm literally gonna like be like, what the fuck? You know? And I'm like, so that's your opportunity because he's like, if something happens like that, you have to remain calm.
Yeah.
He's like, because like, I don't remain calm at all. Like literally, he's like, your default is always angry. Like we go to Service Ontario and we're doing passports or something and Caesar left the birth certificate and I'm like, like I'm already, and this was like a really proud moment actually because I had both kids. Liam was sleeping in the stroller. So I told him like, okay, you go home, like as fast as you can, you go home and you just like, you have to get the fucking thing. And I was, and I told him like, you're the only one that knows where it is.
Yeah.
not to put pressure,
Yeah.
but you're the one that put it away. So you go home, you go get it, and you come back. I'm going to wait here with both kids. Okay. And like normally I'd be texting him, did you get it yet?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did you don't remember where you put it? Like I get
Yeah.
so angry. Like, and I didn't say anything. And then he texted me, he's like, got it. And I'm like, okay. And then he comes and then he was like, yo. And I'm like, yo, are you like proud of me? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you remained like really calm to the point where I was actually able to find it because
he wasn't freaking
he wasn't like, oh my
out.
God, oh my God, oh my God. Like,
Yeah,
where is
yeah,
it? Where is
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Where is
yeah.
it? You know? And he's
Yeah.
like, cause I start going off like, oh, this is why I have to fucking do everything. How the fuck did you not bring it? And
Oh,
yeah, and he's like,
goodness,
I'm like
yeah.
really, he's like, I'm impressed because like, I know you were, he's like, I know you wanted to get angry. And I was like, yo, I was fucking fuming.
Yeah.
I wanted to go off, but I'm like, you know what? He needs to hurry the fuck up. So you need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You just need to shut the fuck up
Yeah,
because he needs to concentrate.
Yeah, yeah. Don't distract him.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm like, cause if
distract him.
Leah wakes up right now and he's not here and then we
Yeah.
have to go through this process, like, I'm gonna be even more
Yeah.
fucking livid. But yeah, I've realized, like, Caesar was actually, like, I think I realized before, but I didn't want to, like, admit it or really, like, analyze it, cause I'm like, I have a lot of different emotions. What are you
Yeah.
fucking talking about? Like,
Yeah.
I'm, like, a really hyper person, too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a really happy person, too. But anytime something happens that, like, I don't know what the word is. It like shocks my system. Like I get angry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like, oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. I think I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit of both because I know if I know they were just goofing around and I've already told them,
Yeah.
don't do that, someone's gonna get hurt. And then like 10 minutes later, one of them comes crying to me and I'm like, no, don't even cry. Don't even cry
Yeah,
to me.
literally.
Go over there and go shake it off.
Yeah,
'Cause
work it out.
You already knew what you were doing. You
Correct.
already knew what was gonna happen. I already told you what was gonna happen. So don't even come here. Go bye-bye.
Yeah.
But if it's like when Riley fell and she actually was like bleeding from her head.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally like grabbed her. I looked at the kids and I was like, upstairs. I couldn't because in my mind, I was like, I can't freak out in front of her.
I ran through this scenario in my head, like
Yeah.
what I would have done. And I'm like, I could not freak out because I would
You
want
can't,
to.
exactly.
But my baby would start freaking out even more. Maybe
Yes.
because of the
Yes.
pressure of her
Yes.
crying and even
Yes.
I'm scaring her now. The blood is
Yeah,
rushing more.
like trust me, I didn't think I could do that either. I
Yeah.
wanted to scream
Yeah,
at them.
I
and
would have been like,
I-
what the
Yeah. And I
you guys
I
do?
literally just looked at them. I was like, upstairs. And I like was grabbing her and I realized afterwards she was bleeding and I was just like, oh my gosh. And then as soon as Chris like grabbed her, then I ran upstairs and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what were
Yeah.
you guys thinking? Blah, 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 whatever. Like yelled at them. And they, as soon as they saw that like she was bleeding or whatever, they were just like, is she okay? Like, and I was like, no, we're going to the hospital. We have to go to the hospital now.
yeah, literally. Now we have to go to the hospital.
Now
So
what I'm
get
gonna
fucking dressed.
Now what am I gonna tell the doctor? I'm gonna tell the doctor that my other son and my other daughter, like by accident, or was it an accident or was it on purpose, pushed their baby sister on the floor.
Yeah.
And she cracked her head open. Like, now what am I supposed to say?
God.
And then after I'm like so pissed, I'm like, they're gonna take you guys to jail. And they're not
I
gonna-
would have done the same
I was like,
thing.
okay.
And now you know what's gonna happen? The police are gonna come.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking arrest you now.
And I was like, and if
Oh
they don't
my
take you,
God.
they're gonna take me or dad or tata. I'm like, and then that's it. That's it.
God.
And, like, there's
Our family's broken and we're split up and you're never gonna see us again. No. Yeah. Okay. So think about that next time. You gonna do that again? Are you gonna do that again?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Oh my God. Okay.
But it
Well, I
wasn't
feel
funny.
better. I
Yeah.
feel kind of better.
And I think you would be the same way. I think if like something was
100%.
like that happened, like you want to freak out in front of, like you obviously want to snap. That was my instinct too. Like I
Mhm.
wanted to snap,
yeah.
but also like I can't. So like go upstairs,
Yeah.
and then I was so like gentle. Then I was like, oh my God, what are you
I don't
okay? Like
know.
what's wrong? Like
I
trying
probably
to wash
would have
her off,
like snapped.
I was
those stuff.
so like it was such a weird emotion because
Yeah.
I was like, go upstairs to like, oh my God. So like, I
Yeah.
want to go fucking like tell them off, and then like, oh my God, my baby, like
I
be
know.
so gentle, like, you know.
And I think like the thing about me is that I don't know. I'm just trying to connect all the pieces like within myself. Like I feel like my emotional like home is in anger because I don't like to be vulnerable. I never talked about feelings, and if I even I'm not good at like being like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" Like I actually really do try with my kids, and I do care about them. Okay, it's not like but like after I get pissed off, I'll be like, "Okay, Merrick, are you concerned?" And I'll be like, "Yes, I am concerned." And I'll be like, "So go over there and hug your kid now." And then I'll be like, and then I'll like let my walls down. I'll be like, okay, like calm, and then I'll hug them, and I'll be like, okay, where does it hurt? You know?
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, okay, but you know, like you shouldn't have been doing that. Like I told you. And then like I'll calm down to like reality, but I really have to like, I really had to work on myself to even like get to that, because before it was like, I just fucking snap.
Yeah.
And,
it's hard, obviously, in the circumstances. Like, you don't want to see your kid get hurt. And then, you know, when they get hurt, they only want you. And then it's like, you could have avoided that. Like, if you just listened to me, right? Some situations, right? But then, obviously, there are other situations where you're like, okay, no, I have to be more, like, affectionate.
Yeah,
right?
like, for instance, like, when Luna was really fucking sick and she didn't want to take medicine, like, I don't know how, like, cause like, I don't know how else to handle things. And when I start to get frustrated, overwhelmed, like, she's sick, I don't know what to do, I'm getting flustered, like, then I'm like telling her, I'm like, you need to fucking take your medicine.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to go to the hospital?
Yeah. Don't you want
to? Do you want to get a fucking needle in your arm? No, take your fucking medicine. Yeah. Like, and I'm like starting to scream, and she's like crying, and I'm like, I will force, like, I'm gonna force it into your mouth now. Do you want me to hold you down? Like, because you need to take it.
Yeah.
And then like, I'm like, okay, this is not working, Mervic. You have to find a different way. Yeah. So then I like go to like for like a walk in the house, and I'll come back and I'm like, okay, baby, please, I hate seeing you like this. Like, it really hurts me. Like, this medicine is going to help you, and like sometimes we have to do things that we don't want to do. I feel like I've tried to demonstrate different ways to emotionally regulate since they were young, like taking deep breaths, or like saying like, I think you need a break, and let's go to a more quieter space. Like, that's also like like techniques to regulate your emotions. You know what I mean? Because when you're like overstimulated and you're angry and you're a kid, you don't want to be in a busy, loud space. So it's like, you know, let's take a break, because these are things that they will do when they're adults. Yeah. You know, like when you feel like, okay, I'm getting flustered. Yeah. I might like snap at someone, like, yo, what's your problem? Or whatever, you know what I mean? Like when you're like getting worked up, but it's better if you like go get some fresh air. Yeah. Or something like that. You know what I mean? Which like, again, that was not demonstrated. Yeah. In
your childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like even just like talking to my kids, cause my parents, there was obviously the language barrier too. I feel like they did try to like tell me things that I need to know when I'm older, like to be prepared for certain things. And obviously as children, you don't always listen to your parents, but there wasn't any of those like really deep conversations of like how like, you know, maybe going to a new school, like, did you make new friends? Like, how does that make you feel? How are you feeling about this? Like, I never had those kind of conversations. How are your friends like?
Even just like connection.
Yeah, like nothing like that. Whereas, like, I feel like now I'm all about that. Like, who are your friends like? What are they doing? Like, I'm wanting to get to know their parents to like keep the bond, to see like how their friendship also like reflects on them. You know? So much of like that, of like just even just speaking to my kids and letting them kind of like lead the way in a sense, because they're all different. So I feel like what works with one doesn't always work with the other. Yeah. For example, like with Felix, when he is upset with something, like he himself now starts to just like, he'll go upstairs to his room, because it's like he knows like I just want to be alone.
Mhm.
Like I'm getting annoyed.
That's
I don't know
really
what
good.
I don't know what to say, and I'm just gonna go upstairs. And then I'm like, okay. And honestly, Olivia has just started doing that too. And I feel like with her, she gets pushed more because Riley wants to get in all of her things.
Mhm.
So she gets very annoyed. Like, I feel so bad because Riley just wants to play with her, but Riley also just wants to bug her because she never wants to play with that. All of a sudden, she wants to play with it. So, like, she does bug Olivia. So sometimes Olivia will be like, Mom, can I just go upstairs and play? And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Go upstairs. Like, you know? 'Cause,
Liam will
like,
just want to follow her. I'll be like, "Where's Auntie?
yeah, and
Where are you
sometimes,
going?"
and you know what? It's funny because Riley will say that. She'll be like, upstairs, upstairs, please. And then all of a sudden, Olivia will be like, okay, Riley, you can come upstairs, but we're only going to play this. And then I don't know what it is. Like, it's like a different area. And she'll be like, okay, Riley can come upstairs.
Aw.
And then Riley will like go with her like big sister, like, you know, like so happy.
Oh, that's kind of
But-
rare. Luna will just be like, "No, Liam, I need some privacy.
Oh my
Don't
god.
bring him up here. Don't bring him up here."
Oh my gosh. Olivia has her moments where she's like, I don't want to play with her. And I'm like, oh, come on. Like, give her something. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like, just give her something to, like, distract her. I don't want to play with her. And I'll be like, and then Riley will just be like, give it. Like, because she wants whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the best way that I can explain like mine and Caesar's personalities and like I love this movie so much is you know the movie Elemental?
No.
Oh my god.
Is it the cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, I never watched it. I don't think I
Watch
watched
it. It's fucking deep as fuck. It's deep.
It's kind of like that other one, right?
What,
Like
Turning Red?
No. What's that other one with the emotions?
It's kind of like that, but no, that's like
Uh-uh.
it's different. But
Oh, okay.
anyways, the main girl Ember, like that's 100% me.
Oh my
She
gosh.
gets like overwhelmed very easily when she feels pressure. She just kind of like explodes. She's fire. And her dad is always like, "Why do you always like
That's so
like
cute.
blow up?"
Oh, that's
And
so cute.
She's like, I don't know why, Dad. Like, I just can't control myself. And he's like, just take a breath and make connection. So she's like, always like, take breath, make connection, take breath, make connection. But she always ends up like,
Oh
you know?
my gosh,
And
yeah.
then she meets Wade, and Wade is water. And he's very like open about his feelings. He's very emotional. He's very like, wears his heart on his sleeve. He's very vulnerable. And like, so it's a love story, but it's more about like identity and how like the system doesn't work for everybody. It's about like racism, and it's like really, really deep. But anyways, I'm Ember and Caesar is like Wade. And it's so funny because like Luna always says that too. She's like, "That's you, mommy." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And she's always like, yeah, it's just funny because it's
That's
literally like me. And yeah, anyways, I just think
That's
that was
cute.
like, it's just so funny. You should watch that movie actually. It's a
Yeah,
really good
okay.
movie. Turning Red is really good. There's a bunch of movies that like,
Turning Red, I like, but I feel like it's for a little bit older girls.
that one is
though.
older, but
It's still cute.
like I
Yeah.
just love that these movies nowadays there is no like the villain is a monster. The villain is actually you, or the villain is actually someone you know, or there's
Yeah.
no villain at all. It's just like the stress of
Everybody-
life.
Yeah, everybody has like
Like,
that side. Everybody can
yeah,
have that side, but
it's
not
more
like
of like there's pressure on you to be this person, but like
it doesn't have to define you.
yes, you
Yeah.
need to find your own path.
Yeah. Mhm.
And like
those,
I
yeah.
just love that these movies nowadays are like so deep. We like Elemental is one of our favorite movies. We watch it like every week. One final question. Do you think trauma can be passed down through generations behaviorally?
Yeah, I do. But I think it's up to like the next person to like want to make a difference, because look at how all our traits have kind of passed on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like I hear stories from like my grandparents, like them being like military with their
Mhm.
kids and stuff, right? And then it's like, okay, our parents didn't want it that strict, but they were still strict,
Mhm.
right? And then it's like us. So like I feel like it does get passed down, but like there's always changes being made, I guess you
Mhm.
could say. Like we are getting better, but it's still being passed down.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not being healed 100%. It's getting like
Yeah.
it's still getting passed down, but it's getting better each time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's like, imagine how much healing can like pass through generations. And then imagine how much trauma can be passed through generations as well. And yeah, the same thing. Like my dad would always say, like, "Oh, you think I'm bad?"
Yeah, I know.
He's like, "You should see your Lolo."
Yeah, my parents would say that too.
yeah, and I'm like, "Oh God," but like I feel like I am doing like a good, decent job trying to like, yeah, like put an end to that
Yeah.
and try and break the chain.
Hmm.
And yeah, it just sucks that you just don't really know what the future holds. Like, I really hope that I'm able to accomplish what I'm trying to, and it doesn't just completely fucking backfire on me.
I don't think so. I think, you just have to hold on to the faith that like your relationship with your children will be strong.
Yeah.
And as long as they can just see, that you care about them. At the end of the day, they just want to be cared for,
Mm-hmm.
So like if they feel like they're not being heard, like take a seat. Let me hear you out then, like
Yeah.
tell me what is it that I'm not listening,
Yeah.
like, or what that you don't think I'm listening. And I think that you would instantly like jump at that, like tell me so that I can do better,
Yeah.
as like a good mom would do. So time will tell, but I feel like things will fall in the right way, and our kids are who they are because that's who they're supposed to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna be learning from them as well,
Yeah, for sure.
right? There's a lot of things that I'm sure your kids have already taught you, and we're learning, right? We're not perfect. We're learning. We're gonna make mistakes, and I think
Mhm.
that's what us as moms have to like accept, that we are gonna make mistakes,
Yeah.
and they might be right and we might be wrong in some situations, right? And that's okay. We are all learning, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it is, like mostly for me in terms of like trying to break the chain is like, and I've mentioned this before in other episodes that like, yeah, I might be like really hard on my kids at times, but I want to make sure that I love on them really hard because I think that's what was missing with my parents. They were just like tough love, tough love, tough love, or avoidance. And there wasn't the conversations, there wasn't empathy, there wasn't connection,
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot of affection, there wasn't a lot of like that aspect. And so, and I think that comes like a long way because like you were saying, they need to know that they are loved, they need to feel it. So yeah, I'm
And that's all
hoping
they
that it's like
want.
enough.
Yeah. Oh, for sure it will be.
Yeah.
It will be. We'll see, they're still growing. There's gonna be so much change still, right? And they're gonna fuck up too.
Yeah.
We just gotta be there for them.
I have a lot of hope. It's just like to be consistent too.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, for me to be consistent in rewiring myself and not reverting back
to old
and I think it's
habits.
fine once in a while, but I have to like really
Be
force
consistent.
myself like to go back to what is unfamiliar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The new modeling that you want to.
Yes, the remodeling.
Yeah, the remodeling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, sis. So that's a wrap on today's episode of Caffeinated and Clueless,
where we're figuring it out one coffee at a time.
Don't forget to follow, comment, like, and subscribe.
And we'll catch you next time.
Bye, sis.
Bye, sis.